Hello all. Today we are going to see a question from GATE 2017 Mechanical Paper 1, question number 26. So you are given a matrix P in this particular form. So you have to find out which one of the following statements about this matrix P is incorrect. So you are given four options. So in this, which statement is incorrect? So if you look at the statement carefully, your option B, it's mentioned that P is orthogonal, and your C, that is inverse of P is equal to its transpose. So these two statements are equivalent statements. So if you prove one, that means the other statement is also going to be true. So we'll approach the problem from that point of view and see how they are even equivalent. So we'll go ahead with the problem, but before proceeding to the problem, if you want to know more about matrix and its properties and basic matrix multiplication and all, you can look into this particular NPTEL lecture in linear algebra by Professor A.K. Lal from IIT Kanpur. So let's go ahead. So we should know that a matrix P is orthogonal when your P transpose is equal to P inverse, or P into P transpose is equal to I. Okay, so we'll use this particular property to prove this thing. So let's go ahead. Like we are given here, let's do one thing. Let's, for the sake of simplicity, we are assuming that some variable a is equal to 1 by 2. That means 2a is equal to 1. Okay, and you can write that root a is equal to 1 by root 2. This is just for the simplicity of writing. So let's write p. What is your p then? So you can write it as root a 0 root a 0 1 0 minus root a 0 root a. Okay, so this is your matrix. So let's do one thing. Let's do P into P transpose. What is it? So I'm just going to write down here. So P we are having here. So let's say P into P transpose. So I'm going to write the P transpose matrix here. Okay, so you're going to take this as the first column, that is your transpose, then this 0 1 0, then this. Okay, so now let's do the matrix multiplication. So this is basically your P and P transpose multiplication. So now we are going to multiply each row to each column. Okay, so let's do this first. So first thing is root a into root a plus 0 plus root a into root a. So we are going to get 2 root a. So next one is 0 into root a 0, 1 into 0, and 0 into root a. So next is 0, and again here again minus root a into root a plus 0 into 0 plus root a into root a. So that is going to be 0 because we have a minus here. So like this, we'll go to the next column and use all the rows multiplied to that column. So what you're going to get, again 0 1 0 0 0, 2 into root a into root a. So basically you can finally write it down as 2a 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 2a. Now according to our assumptions, your 2a is actually equal to 1, or a is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore this matrix multiplication is actually, instead of 2a you can write 1. So you are going to get, okay, so that means your P P transpose is equal to I. So now multiply both sides by P inverse. Okay, so what do you get here? So now you can multiply this 2 and this will turn into I into P transpose equal to P inverse into I is again P inverse. So therefore you can write again this as P transpose is equal to P inverse, because this is going to again be P transpose like we did here, right? So now we got this as a consequence of this itself. Now we'll look carefully into option B and C. So now you can actually see that we proved C. So first we proved that the B is correct. P is orthogonal because it is satisfying the condition that P transpose is equal to I. From there we proved that C is the equivalent to this particular statement. So let's now go into A. Let's focus on A. What is the determinant of P? If it is equal to 1, A is also correct. We need to find what is the determinant of P. So that is equal to determinant of root A 0 minus root A 0 1 0 root A 0 root A. So this is going to be, so first we're going to take this root A into its minor, that is 1 0 0 root A minus 0 into something, so again it is 0 plus next is root A, so root A into 0 0 1 minus root A. Okay, so this is going to be root A into root A, root A into root A. So this is 0, so next term I'm going to write root A into minus of minus, so it is going to be minus of minus a plus root A. So basically this is multiplication, so this is going to be A plus A is equal to 2A. Now according to our assumption 2A is actually 1, therefore your determinant is also 1. So now your option A is also correct, B and C also was correct. Now what they are asking is which one is incorrect. So your A is also correct, B is also correct, C is also correct, right? That means your D has to be incorrect. So your answer is option D. So if you want to know more details about the matrix multiplication and all, you can check out the NPTEL lecture. One thing important is we proved all these three options. You can also try checking the eigenvalues, that you can find what is the eigenvalue of P and C if option D is correct or not also. So that is also one way to find out the answer for this particular statement, but then you don't know what is the option which is wrong. So the only option here is to try out all these option and check whether these properties are correct or not, or the statements are correct or not. So I hope you understood the problem. Thank you.